table topics. As I was looking at table topics this afternoon or this morning, I was looking and saying, okay, so what's going on right now that might be important and pertinent to what we could speak about with table topics? And guess what? This is the week that my teacher friends texted me and said, hey, how's it feel like to not have to go to the first faculty meeting? So the teachers are all going back. I don't have to go back this year because I retired after 30 years last year, my last year. And all the students, many of the students around here, will be going back to school next week. So it's something new. The students will have new teachers, new classrooms, they'll be in a new grade, and a lot of things that are new for them. Might be exciting, might be scary. So here's the table topic. Describe something you did that was new. What did you include? What you did, where you did it, and the feeling that you got from it. So 3 things. What you did that was new, where you did it, and what was the emotion that you got.
Can you give the rules? Did you already give the rules?
Oh, I don't know the rules. The rules are you have 1 to 2 minutes. The timer will go green when it's 1 minute. It'll go yellow when it's 1.5 minutes. And 2 minutes, it'll go red, and that means you still have time to wrap it up. 30 more seconds to wrap it up.
Also, our visitors can participate. Our visitors can participate.
And visitors can participate because that's how I got started.
MaryAnn, would you repeat the...
Okay, repeat what it is.
There's 2.
Okay.
Oh, there's 2. So yeah.
Are there any? I'll repeat it.
The other one.
Moral support.
Is there any other? I'll tell you until you get it. Are there any other rules I'm supposed to say?
No.
Okay. So describe something new, what you did, and how you felt about it.
So what do you do? Raise your hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
jump up and be bold.
Okay, Sam, you're on. Oh, you ready? Hey, you're on. Tell me your name.
You're doing something new. Just
Yeah. So hi, my name is Lisa Marie. So when does this timer start? Right now?
Once you talk.
Okay. So I decided to run for president of the United States in 2005, and that was new. And so it was really interesting because when I was a little girl, people would say, Lisa Marie's going to be president. And when I announced that I was going to run for president, and I told people, they said, why would you want to do that? And the other was, you will not win. You know that. And then the other comment is, well, our whole government is crooked, so you have no chance whatsoever. How much money do you have? And how do you think you're going to do this? So I thought it was really interesting because the more comments I got, the more that I decided I was really running for president. So what I know that is a valuable trait is to go against the grain and actually do the impossible rather than the possible. Because those that do ordinary things are ordinary or vice versa, not to be downplaying, but I just know that we're in a world today that it's far best to do things that are going to be the impossible. So there is my feeling of doing something new.
Okay, and who would like to share?
Shake
hands.
okay.
This is my first time doing this. Thank you. And Sam, I should be able to.
Oh yeah, tell us the
So,
definition again.
I don't know that everybody knew the rules here, but we're supposed to use this word. Extol. Praise. So I got to serve a 2-year mission in Scotland and Ireland, and there's this thing over there that's very European, maybe Middle Eastern, you could say. It's called a kebab, and they are really bad for you. They're really, really bad for you. Like everything that Linda just talked about, it's the complete opposite of everything. Okay? The next morning, generally, you just hate your life. I mean, it's just, there's nothing good about this thing except they taste like heaven. They are the best tasting thing I've ever had in my life. And for the first 9 months of being there, all of my people that I was working with, and even the members and the people who live there, you have to try this thing. I'm like, no, that thing, like, it looks pretty much like the worst thing you could stick in your body. I was right, it is, but it tastes so good. So I put it off for a really, really long time. And then when I finally did taste, I'm a very prideful person most of the time. I have an ego that gets in the way. So when I did taste it, I had to downplay how good it was, because then I would have to suck it up and say, no, I should have tried this months ago or years ago, which I finally sucked up my pride and just said it, because it really is the best thing that I think you'll ever have where I had it. So I was introduced to it in Scotland, where there's like, I don't even know what it's called. It's a special type of hot sauce that they put on it. And I prefer that one. Other people might know it as a gyro, but common with a gyro is they put garlic, mayonnaise, white stuff on it. For me, that wasn't as good. I didn't enjoy that as much as a spicy kebab of just, I don't know what's in it. So, but it's really good. The biggest one I ever had was, if you can imagine, a 14-inch pizza box from Domino's, medium-sized pizza box. They have naan bread, and it was a whole pizza box of naan bread, and then they had piled probably a good pound of kebab meat, maybe more, between lamb and chicken on there, with maybe 2 cups of cabbage, and then 3 or 4 tomatoes, lots of hot sauce, and then they folded the naan bread over, and the pizza box was like this, like couldn't. And I ate it all in one sitting because it was like the thing to do. And I had a hard time working the next day. But that's my story. I love kebabs, by the way. Emotion, elated or extolled.
And who would like to go? Yes. Steve, thank you.
Something new. A few years ago, I went to Lava Hot Springs. Raise your hand. You've been to Lava? Raise your hand if you went off the 5-meter board.
The 5 meter.
7.5 meter board. One hand. 10-meter board. I'd never been off a diving platform in my life. I've been to pools that had them, but they're always roped off, closed, diving team only. Can't do this. But Lava, it's like, you sign our waiver, you can kill yourself, and we will just bring your body to the edge and dispose of you, and that's it. You're welcome to do this. So I took a diving class in BYU, so I knew the basic idea of diving. I've got a little bit of coordination. I go up and do a few dives off the high dive. Okay, I'm feeling normal. I go up to the 5-meter board. So that's almost twice as high as a 3-meter board. And so I'm like, whoa, this is a little scary. I jump off it a few times. I'm like, okay, I got this down. Then you go up to 7.5 meters, and now you're like, holy crap. I'm not sure I can do this. But eventually, get me. But eventually, I was able to step off the 7.5 meter board. Get up to the 10-meter board, and you walk up to the edge, and you just can't do it. It's just too high. So what I learned was to go off the higher boards, you should start at the back, because you can't see down. You just can see like across the street and the farm fields out there. And if you run, you can go off it. But if you just stand there and look down, you're probably not going to jump. So start at the back, run, and just go. And that's your only chance for success. So after I jumped off the 10-meter board, I decided, I wonder if I can dive off these other boards. So 5-meter platform, not a problem. It's only a little higher than the other one. 7.5 meter board, get up there, can't dive, gonna jump. Jumped 8 or 10 times, and I go back and dive off the other one. Eventually, through this pattern of repeatedly going up and up, I finally, after like 9 hours of working up to it, I dove off the 10-meter board.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. appreciate that. And we usually just have
You left out
three.
that, how did you feel?
I think we need to.
Did that hurt?
Okay, so am I done?
After meeting.
Do I say